a few things in parallel, but they're all kind of related to archery and
Mm-hmm.
horseback archery, particularly. For example, I wrote a few books, and they're all about this nomadic culture from the region where I live, from Kazakhstan, Central Asia, Eurasian plains, Mongolia, southern Russia, and etc. And I wrote a few books on that. Uh, this was my first book, Sadaqshılık. It was my first one, and then a few more followed. Also, I'm an artist, like you said, and all of my art is also related to archery or warriors culture, nomadic culture. Um, I'm an historical reconstructor, so
Mm.
pretty much everything I paint, I can build. And
Right.
to build it, I have to know exactly how it was made, and therefore I have to pay a lot of attention to details and how it all kind of, you know, because if I can't build it, then I cannot paint it, and this is
Right.
why they get so historically accurate. This is my aim. This is intentional. I'm trying to be as historically accurate as possible. Of course, we can never reach 100%,
Mm.
because when we get archaeological data, it's just a piece of mud with pieces in it, and then we make an educated guess how it all comes together. And
Mm.
also, I'm a little bit involved in historical reenactment. In other
Right.
words, this is how I am a horseback archer. I'm not a competition horseback archer. I
Mm.
have only done it a couple of times, and I'm not trained to do tracks and etc. But I have a decent amount of hours on a horseback and with a bow, because
Mm.
we did it as part of the show. We had a program where we talk about history of horseback archery and warriorship in
Mm.
Kazakhstan, and we demonstrate all these technique live. And I was
Mm.
part of this horseback archers team,
Great.
and we were
Right.
demonstrating some of the war combat archery techniques.
Mm.
So this is kind of uh, related information to horseback archery. And now you also asked me how I've gotten into this.
Yeah.
This is the book that
Mm.
I wrote. It all started in my childhood. I started building bows like many boys probably around the world, just
Right.
from the branches and with a rope.
Yeah.
And that's how we started shooting it. Just
Mm.
a childhood play thing.
Yeah.
Those bows, they were not good. They didn't last because the
Us.
wood, the branches were still fresh. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they didn't last longer. And then I spent when I became an adult, there was a big break between this childhood hobby. But then when I became an adult, I spent a few years working in the United States.